think it'd be really funny to be there, and if you asked your doctor, is walking good for me?
Should I go for a walk, doctor?
Yeah, he'd probably be like rolling in on the... Yes, no, your computer would actually blow up. Yeah, it's just, and because right now, it's that time of year, let's face it, it's snowing, it's wet.
And the light, we just don't get the light anymore,
No, exactly.
It's
the
right
light
in the dark, isn't it? And the uneven pavement.
And people don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
people don't feel comfortable going out in that weather. So it's, and with the dark, that's a big, big, big factor. So having this in the comfort of your own home, but also, guys, being able to get your upper body at the same time.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, I hate having to do a leg day like we were talking about earlier and an arm day.
But this is proper resistance.
This is
machines
30K.
we've worked with lots of treadmills.
Yeah.
We've never had this kind of resistance.
No.
No, the resistance is quite incredible, isn't it?
No, you know what? We are the only company that has this actual technology.
And it's a heck of a resistance
It's
in there.
a lot. 30 kg when you're actually, doing your low impact or cardio. Walking pads were great, and they got really, really popular during the pandemic because people weren't, moving enough.
Steps, yeah.
But with a walking pad, you can't run.
No,
They're
it's
really,
a walking pad.
They're walking. The clues in the label. Yeah, so to be able to get up to 8 kilometers per hour.
That's great,
That's
isn't it?
quite amazing,
And
I
when
think.
it does arrive, Katie, this is the other thing to point out to everyone at home. There's not a big build. But Hayley's ordered things in the past, exercise equipment in particular.
I've shut the box back up. You can see so many parts, and I think I'm never going to be able to put
I
that
was working
together.
away, so I remember you ringing me and say, I've got this thing, and it's arrived, and there's quite a few parts. What do you think? I was like, close the box.
Close it up. Yeah, send it back. Exactly. You know what? Because I don't ever know what to do when it comes to assembling things.
But the other thing you'd worry about if you've done it right, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I know.
Whereas this, no worries at all.
I feel like the company actually made these products for me. We have to make something that Katie can actually use. Exactly. When you get this, guys, just know the handles, the top part of the arms, are the only thing you have to put on. You've got to, there's a little jack. Yeah, that's on the inside, that's the electrics, okay? And then you get a little Allen key and you just screw in those cute little keys and boom, you're good to go, okay? Now, I have to point out too that there is a magnet. This magnet is great, it's your safety, so if you're feeling unsafe, just lift the magnet up and boom.
So that stops the machine in an instant.
It won't work
Stops
without
little children using it as well. It's a bit like the key to the car.
Yeah.
If you hide that away
Yeah.
and you've got little ones, they can't get on it.
That's right.
Without you being there.
Put it in the adult drawer. And then the toggle, this is the other part that I love. You don't have to put in any kind of computerized, nonsense.
Some of the treadmills, they're like flying a plane,
yeah,
aren't they?
it's ridiculous.
And you do have to fill in so many details before it even just allows you. I just want to walk.
What did you
by the time
to jog.
Yeah, exactly. So we press it forward to start it. You always get a 3, 2, 1 on the LCD light. And then you just click it forward and you're going to move the speed. Now I'm going to get it up to about 3.5. I didn't talk about this earlier, but 3.5 to 4.5 is going to be a nice brisk walk.
Okay.
6 to 6.5, I would say, get into a jog. And then 8 is when you're in a full-on. 7 and 8 are going to be in a full-on run.
The other thing we often forget to talk about is that it's great to go out for a walk, obviously.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But you never walk at a pace, do you?
No.
So you don't really get those benefits.
Well, we discovered that during lockdown, didn't we? Because we were trying to exercise at home. We're like, what are we going to do? And we found an American lady, and she did walking workouts. And that's what she said all the time. She was like, it's great to walk with the dog, but you do stop and start. To walk at this certain pace, which a treadmill makes you do, really gets the heart rate up, really
100%.
burns the calories.
Exactly. And you would never walk, well, some people do, with, dumbbells.
No.
So you'd never have that resistance at the same
Not
time.
Like this. 30 kg of dumbbells going for a walk. No, thank you.
Exactly.
And you don't even think about it, do you? Your legs are moving. You think, well, I'll just give these a little bit of a pull, whether you're rowing, and then it's the back fat, the bingo wings. And that's a really difficult exercise.
Yeah.
But on here makes it so easy.
An area to focus on, isn't it?
And then you can cross-train, and I love this because the poles have so much range of motion. You can get deep into the core and the obliques and around into the back. And then don't forget, they do lock in place.
This is really
good.
This
is wonderful.
So this is a whole different area.
It's like you're really walking up a mountain.
Exactly. You're getting into the glutes and the calves. You're walking straight, and it locks in place. This is a great place to put the speed up a little bit because you've got the arms first,
And that is the thing with the speed as well. You can go as slow. If I slow mine right down, if you're rehabilitating, perhaps you've... my mum had a hips done, and obviously always check with your doctor, check with your surgeon.
Right.
But when my mum had a hips done, the first thing is, virtually as soon as she came round, they wanted her out of bed. They wanted her, if you don't use it, you lose it. And they're like, you know, we need to get you moving. So if you know you've got to start moving, you've got to start exercising, you've been told, you know, but perhaps they've told you lift your knees a little bit. If you've got on the slowest pace, which is 0.8, you've got these for stability. This is how my mum walks on it. She doesn't walk really fast. She doesn't move these. They're static. She just holds them for support sort of thing. And that is a really nice, slow pace that allows you perhaps to get your confidence back in walking.
It's range of motion, isn't
100%.
it? So you're getting every single movement that you need to get at
When
that
I had
speed.
knee surgery, the same. They were like, up we go. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? But it was great to be able to walk at that pace just to get the muscles working again.
As we always say, always check with your doctor, your GP, your health practitioner, if you're starting anything new, any kind of exercise
And
regime.
another thing I think for a lot of people, I don't know if you're like me, I know every public toilet there is in the world. Because I cannot go out without needing to go to toilets. Perhaps you don't walk because you know if you walk so far and you're desperate for the loo, where are you going to have a little wee?
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I am
the
with
world's worst. So here, you can actually then so easily have your little walk. If you need a little wee, you can stop it, jump off, get your toilets right there. You're in the privacy of your own home
100%.
as well. So I do think this is for everybody. And for everyone, because you can do that really slow pace at 0.8 kilometres. But then you can go right up to 8 kilometres.
Yeah, the speed difference that we'll show you that clip actually, because you can go from the slowest speed to where you want to be, intermediate, to that higher speed that you can see here. So starting at 0.8 kilometres per hour, you can go right up to 8 kilometres per hour, as you can see there. That's the great thing. You can spread the cost interest-free, £102.98 on your first of 3 interest-free payments. 155216 is your item number. If you want to go for this, so many of you are. And remember, the price has got a £200 saving.
It's such a good price.
It sells out time and time. We call it sell out Katie.
I'm sell out Katie.
Time and time again. Sometimes we don't have it back in stock for 2 months. Go on the internet, see if walking is good for you. See if walking is as good as jogging, but you can jog on here, you can run on here. We're only walking I'm only on 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. You can go up, you can get up to 8 kilometres. Run on here. Honestly, you can do exactly that. Do that upper body workout, but just go onto the internet and put if you only walked on here, is walking good for me? You will be blown away the health benefits.
Hundreds of pages.
And for me, not just for body, for mind as well. I know for me, I struggle if I don't exercise first thing. My day isn't a good day. For me, I'm brighter, I'm fresher, I feel energised if I exercise. And that's what it's all about, isn't it?
It really is. Over the years, we've had great reviews for this machine as well. Reviews that people have... Well, listen to this one from Joanna. It's on
we were so thrilled.
A previous treadmill, previous model, a model not quite as good as this one.
She emailed this in, actually, during her show, and she said, this treadmill is fantastic. And it was a different treadmill to this, similar, but not quite as good. But she said, this treadmill is fantastic, and it's literally changed my life. I'm not over-exaggerating. It truly has changed my life. I've become lazy and sluggish. She said, I was eating far too much of the wrong stuff. I was drinking tea and drinking fizzy drinks. I was indulging in sweets and snacks all day because I've been working from home. And I think a lot of people, that's where it started, that downward turn, didn't it? And it all went horribly wrong, working from home. The food is right there. Whereas she actually realised, that at that moment of clarity, I realised what a slippery slope I was on when I jumped to a size 16. And I was getting out of breath just doing the simplest of tasks. She said, I saw a treadmill whilst I was channel hopping, and I thought, what did I have to lose? So on my first day, I walked 3,000 steps, she said. That's her first day. Every step is a good step, is a healthy step. But she did 3,000. She said it was OK. She said the next day I walked 5,000 steps. She said, and then my journey began. She says, now I do 3 walking sessions a day, a total of 12,000 steps. I have a glass of water before and after each session because she's thirsty, which is great. We're meant to drink water. No fizzy drinks, she says, or silly snacking now. She said, and take a note of this, she says, if I feel sluggish and I need a boost, Whereas normally we'd go to the chocolate cupboard, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
She doesn't. She jumps on here for another 10 minutes.
It's great.
And I'm totally energised. Honestly,
It's great.
I know you think exercise makes you tired. It gives you this amazing buzz. It'll be better than any chocolate biscuit or cup of coffee.
So true.
So I'm totally energised. She says, but this is the biggest thing, and this is what I was talking about. She says, my mind is better focused. I'm more positive, she said. I eat well, I drink well. She said, I feel great. I smile more. Oh. She said, and the list goes on. She says, this I put down to the treadmill as it's absolutely motivated me to getting my body moving, and I use it every day, and I love it.
That's great.
And that is the absolute truth. Is finding something that makes you realise we're meant to move. Our bodies are meant to move. That our bodies moving give us that buzz, and it does give you a buzz. I always call it the happy dolphins because I couldn't say happy endorphins. But honestly, that walking, and it's simple. If you're able to walk, if we're lucky enough to be able to walk, one step in front of another. We don't have to do thousands and thousands and thousands of steps a day for it to make a difference. If you can do 2,000 steps a day, if you can do 10, if you can do 20, if you can do... My mum does a few hundred. Sometimes she'll do 200, and she's really... She's 87. So I did 200. So, oh, that's great, Mum. You do as many as you can. But then you can build... She's like, oh, my goodness, I did twice that. I did 400 steps. And if you can get up to just 2,000 steps a day, go onto the internet and put in, is 2,000 steps a day good for me? Because you will be... You'll be blown away all the health benefits there are for just doing those steps. Our bodies are meant to move. It's a bit like having a car and you don't use it. You sit it in the garage. You know when you go to start that car, it's not going to start. The battery's going to be flat. There's going to be something wrong because it hasn't been used. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Right.
And our bodies were built to move. You know, we were developed, we were meant to work the land. We were never meant to sit in cars or sit on the bus or go on a train or sit in an office all day. Or all the games we do, they're on a tablet, they're on a phone, we watch the TV. Everything we do is sitting down. And that's why we're becoming a bigger nation. I think that's why we're becoming a very unhealthy nation. But it's very difficult because that is our life. But when you've got this in your home and you start to understand the benefits it makes not only to how your body feels when you get up in the morning, how strong you feel when you're walking down to the shop, when you realise you can walk a little bit further, when you think, gosh, next year's holiday, I'll be able to go out with the family, I'll be able to walk with the family because I feel strong enough that I can be able to do that. I might even be able to go on a bike ride with them. When you realise what a difference that movement makes, but not only to your body, to your mind. That's me. I'm sluggish, low, no good if I haven't exercised. But if I exercise, it gives me that buzz to get that day done, to get through that day, to get everything into that day. Honestly, there's so many benefits to exercise, but this is one of the simplest ways because it's something we're born to do.